Thank you. Well, welcome to the birthplace of Minnesota. Thank you so much for coming out today. I know the roads were bad and it's freezing cold out there, but right, it is Minnesota. I am truly overwhelmed by the number of people that are here today that have braved the weather. And it's so fun to see all the kids. We've got future politicians here, don't we? And make sure before you leave, I know it's cold out there, but there are some hats you can get out there. And be sure to go see the Ice Castle because it's just beautiful. I want to thank everybody that helped organize this. Senator Carrie Rude, who's back here behind me. Senator Amy Koch, Jen Niska, Will Donnan, and all of the volunteers who are out here and all over the place. I also want to thank Chuck Doherty from the Water Street Inn and Georgine and all of the staff here at the Water Street Inn. You did an amazing job getting this place. Also, there are quite a few of my fellow legislators that are here. If you are one of my colleagues, could you please stand up? I know you're here. I know Representative Matt. And also we have the Mayor of Woodbury, Mayor Giuliani Stevens. Mayor Barry Giuliani for governor. And also we have city council members and county commissioners here. Can you stand up, please? I know there's two. Gary Creasel left. I'm taking note of that too. Like many of you, my family is the single most important part of my life, and that's why I decided to run for public office in the first place. So my kids can grow and live and prosper in a country where we have stitched together by freedom. Many of them are here. Some of my nieces are here too, and my aunt and uncle are here, but I'd like to introduce, we've already met Phil. My husband, Phil. I've been lucky to spend the last 35 years with him, and even luckier to watch him day to day. He sets goals daily. He works harder than anybody I have ever met, and he's achieved some pretty great things. So, pretty lucky. And also I have our daughter Taylor and her husband Jeremy. And little Lewis, can you wave, Lewis? Lewis is 2, and our newest grandson, Archer, who is 3 months. Yeah. Today, as many of you know, is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day when we not only honor the legacy of Dr. King, but also a day when we celebrate the road we've traveled as Americans and look forward with hope and anticipation to the possibilities that lie ahead thanks to Dr. King's dream. One of my favorite Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote has always been, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." I've never been silent about things that matter, which is why I'm running for the United States Senate. And unfortunately for my family, I've never been silent. I'm running because we're tired of politicians that don't get anything done. We're tired of the bickering and we're tired of the partisan politics. I'm running because I want to ensure that today's young people have good paying jobs, have a chance to own a home, and can feel safe from terrorists both at home here and abroad. I'm running so that the kids today and tomorrow will have an education for the next century and won't be drowning in college debt. I'm running so there can be more opportunities for vocational training and for more skilled labor jobs, better jobs, and better pay. I'm running to protect people like my mother, who have worked their whole life, raised their kids, and now have to worry about how they will live out their final years. I'm running to make sure that we have Social Security and Medicare in the future. I'm running to protect veterans like my dad, who served our country protecting our freedom. I'm running to make sure that we fix our veterans programs. My dad always used to say to me, work hard, play fair, and do the right thing. And that's the model I've used to get things done. There have been times, believe it or not, when people have underestimated me. A financial planner once said to me when I questioned where he was investing our savings, he said, "Karin, just stick to changing those diapers and putting a good meal on the table for Phil." If that wasn't motivation enough, I don't know what is. So I did my research, learned all about the stock market and how to read companies' financial statements, and then wrote my own book on investing. I'm running for all of the women who have been underestimated at one time in their life or another. I started my own small business. I faced challenges and experienced joys. I've seen firsthand how frustrating government can be when you need it most. That's why I made helping our small businesses grow and creating jobs one of the platforms in the Minnesota State Senate, and that's what I'll continue to do as the United States Senator. I'm running to help our small businesses grow and create jobs. Small businesses like Love Your Melon. I don't know if you saw them out there, but we have Love Your Melon hats. Co-founder Zachary Quinn, he's a Stillwater native, and his classmate Brian Keller started the Beanie Cap Company as a college project at St. Thomas University. They have turned it into a multi-million-dollar company, employing 25 people, and still able to give 50% of their profits back to pediatric cancer. It doesn't say Love Your Melon, it says Housley for U.S. Senate, but it's a Love Your Melon hat. I will continue to fight for our small businesses in the U.S. Senate so they are allowed to grow, support their employees, and create more jobs. My dad was a veteran of the Navy during the Korean War. Fighting for our veterans has always been a mission of mine, whether it be for housing, medical care, or getting rid of the taxes on their retirement pay. And I just saw Bob Detmer walk in. That was his bill, and thank you so much. People are sick and tired of things not getting done because of party politics. Ideas from the Democrats aren't heard by the Republicans, and ideas by the Republicans aren't heard by the Democrats. And that's not me. I've taken issues that were brought to me, and I've worked hard across the aisle. Half the time I don't even see an aisle, with every level of government, and I've gotten things done. This is how government is supposed to work. This is how you expect it to work, and this is how I always work. As your United States Senator, I will listen to the people of Minnesota, work hard across party lines, help to fix what is wrong, and get things done. My mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease 8 years ago, and it's been a long, hard, and confusing journey. What do you do when your parent can no longer live at home? Where will they go? Who is going to take care of them? Who is going to pay for the thousands of baby boomers who are turning 65 every year? I have a track record of helping our aging population during my time in the Minnesota Senate. I am running to make sure that all of our seniors will be taken care of. I'm running to make sure that our parents, our grandparents, will be protected and have a safe place to live. So this is who I am, a mom, a daughter, a wife, and a small business owner who will fight for what matters. I will fight for our kids, I will fight for our parents, and I will fight for our grandparents. I will fight for the entrepreneurs and our small businesses. I will fight for our jobs here in Minnesota, and I will fight for our veterans. I have done this in my role as a Minnesota State Senator, and I will do it when you send me to Washington. I will never be silent when it comes to issues that matter. I am running to be your new voice in the United States Senate, and I will get things done. We always in our family, and well, I'm going to tell you a short story really quick. Little Lewis over here has become such a fan of hockey that his mom now has to sing him the national anthem before bed every night. And so when we were discussing it during the Vikings game yesterday, little Lewis and I said, well, we always sing the anthem before big things. So I'm hoping that you will all stand and we can sing the national anthem before we kick off the Karin Housley for U.S. Senate campaign. I think Will's cueing the music, because I can't sing. Introduce or have him stand up or wave Washington County Dan Starry. I know he is here. He's very important to me because also, we have a big race happening down in Senate District 54. Representative Denny McNamara is running against somebody else. And, if anybody wants to volunteer, we need door knockers, phone callers, any volunteers. Bill Walsh over there, raise your hand. Contact him because it's a very, very important race. It has a primary now, and that election is February 13th, so we really need your help on that. Please go see the Ice Castle. It's beautiful. It's great. Snapchat. Hey, there's a Snapchat filter. Before you leave, use the Snapchat filter. It costs like $8 for a Snapchat filter for 2 hours. So go see the Stillwater Ice Castle. Thank you guys so much for. Oh wait, we've got Prosecutor Pete Orpin, Washington County Prosecutor, who helps me out on television. Oh, and Senator Carrie Roos got us some Minnesota cookies, and make sure you take one on your way out. They're in these little baskets, so make sure you get a cookie on your way. Thank you. Honestly, this is so humbling, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so dang excited. We're gonna do